Morning, brethren. It's me second day at Anik. I had all these plans that I was going to get you these pictures of the gardens, but unfortunately the gardens were shut. Woke up this morning, heavy rain till about 1 o'clock until I actually got out there. No reason I could see for the garden's being shut really, but there you go, it wasn't going to happen. Anyway, where I'm camped, I'm on Anik Rugby Club ground. Believe me, brother who used to live in Middlesbrough, he played up here many times, so he knows the area as well. Me in my rugby days, we didn't quite get up this far. I only played for the first 15 Whitby, so wasn't that brilliant at rugby, even though I enjoyed it immensely. This site I'm on is the actual fields of the rugby club. We've also got the vintage motorcycle club. So today I haven't been able to video the gardens for you. We have got one for the boys, vintage motorcycles. So I've been going around and asking various questions about the age of some of the bikes, and I will probably get a few more tomorrow. But I'll send on to Dan today what I've managed to video, and hopefully we'll get them sorted out and give you a nice little video on some of the old bikes I've come across today. Some absolutely fantastic, and all in working order. They're running these bikes like 150 miles, and these things are a good part of 70, 80, sometimes 100-year-old bikes. Anyway, I'll let Dan here put them together for you, and we'll see what kind of video he can come up with. Okay. Now then, brethren, this is I'm here at the vintage motorcycle club get together. I just thought you might like to see a vintage 1928 Sunbeam Model 6. So for you guys out there, I bet you're right into your motorbikes. What about that? Beautiful, beautiful condition. Let's listen to it.
She doesn't always start, so we'll have to edit this because it might take a while.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, we can... Lovely.
Two.
1962.
Yeah, Moto Guzzi Falcone.
Falcone.
Which roughly translated means falcon.
Right.
In the 50s and early 60s, when they were making the Ranger Moto Guzzis, they were all named after birds.
Right.
And so the falcon is the biggest bird, so this is the biggest bike of the range.
Yeah.
And it went right down to the little 73cc Cardellino, which is bluefish finch or red finch or something.
Yeah.
So they're all named after birds. So the bigger the bird, the bigger the bike.
Right.
I bought it about 8 years ago.
Yeah.
I were in Italy, and I were riding around in my little Bantam, and I met up with a lot of Moto Guzzi club members, and they all had these, and I went on ride with them. And, when we got back from the ride, my now Italian friend, he says to me, he says, "You come back next year?" I says, "Yeah." I says, I'll come back next year, and I'll bring a Norton."
Yep.
And he looked at me, he says, no, you bring MotoGuzzi. And that's why I bought that bike.
Right.
And I've been to 7 rallies in Italy with it since. And that's about all I can tell you, really. It's the engine layout is virtually
Yeah, that
the
is
same
so unusual.
as the original 1922 machine.
Yeah.
They've all got that horizontal single cylinder. But it's a lovely bike, it's really well engineered, and it's a pleasure to ride.
I think with a single cylinder that sounds absolutely
It does, yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. I'm a member of the Motor Guzzi Owners Club.
Yeah.
And you know, like you get a monthly magazine
Right.
when you're in an owners club, like you get one for VMCC, every month you get a magazine. And the magazine is called Gambalunga. And translated, Gambalunga means long-legged.
Right.
And that sums these bikes up perfectly, because you know you're going along at 50, 60 miles an hour, and it doesn't seem to be working at all.
Yeah,
It just like lopes along.
Yep.
So it's a really significant name, is that? But that's about all I can tell you, my friend.
And the BMW behind, can I, that'd come over around, can I?
Well, no, I'll move this for you.
Oh no, well.
No, I'll move this. Just get my assistant John to. This is a non-paying job, John. Right. This is a 1954 R53 stroke 1. That's R51 stroke 3.
Right.
And I've not much I can tell you about this, because I've never had a BMW before. I came to this rally last year, and in that marquee there was this bike.
Right.
And I was with my son, and both me and my son fell in love with it. And I was talking to Mike, who's the owner, and I said, that bike's lovely. And he put his hand on my shoulder and says, it's for sale. So we did a deal with him, and eventually we bought it. So that's all I know. But what I do know is it's a beautiful machine. It's lovely to ride.
Must be very smooth with the...
It's very smooth. It's lovely. It just purrs.
Yeah.
My son, 6 months before us buying this, bought a Ducati. He's always loved Ducati.
Ah, so do I.
And ever since we got this bike, he's rode this bike more than he's rode his Ducati.
Yeah.
So that speaks volumes for him, really.
Lovely machines.
That's a nice machine,
Yeah.
Aye. It was bought in 1981.
Yeah.
Joined some friends going around the south of France. We did that, was there for 6 weeks. France, Spain, Italy, etc. Came back, and the girl who became my wife decided it was too dangerous for me on those, as I worked offshore on oil rigs. So I stripped it down, and it stayed in pieces. April of 2017, I was into the 3rd year of my divorce, and I used that as therapy, building it up in front of the living room fireplace. And it's now done 59,000 miles in 4 years.
That's impressive.
It keeps on rattling and soldiering on.
And when was it made? When was it built?
1978.
1978.
Yeah.
And it is a Triumph Tiger
Tiger 750.
750. Yeah. Very nice.
It keeps rattling on, and I'm a member of the VMCC, and I go to things up and down the country, and as I don't have other transport to take it, I've got to ride there with me.
Yeah.
What I want with it on the back of it.
And you've done it. You did the John oGroats one on this one, did you?
Yeah, as I say,
So it's done Land's End to John oGroats like my chair. Well
I
done.
actually phoned a friend up to say I was going to come and see him in Glasgow.
Yeah.
And he said, Terry, he said, I'm in Spain at my brother's villa. I said, right, what am I going to do with this lot then? I know, I'll try doing the long run again.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, it's a beautiful bike.
Yeah, nice little thing.
Have you got a bit of history for me about that?
Well, not a great deal. It's I bought it back in Devon about 2006, I think it was.
Yeah.
And I restored it. I've ridden it all over the place, Scotland and Ireland, and England, of course.
How old is she? When was she built?
1935.
1935.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a grand old thing.
You've had hours of fun there, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. I've ridden, as I say, literally thousands of miles with it.
Yeah.
In Scotland and everywhere, yeah. Great old thing.
Yeah, beautiful. And what's its power then, this one?
No idea. It's 500cc.
500cc.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the Red Hunter, which had steel flywheels. And
Sorry?
it's a Red Hunter. It had steel flywheels and it was
All right.
quite the sports version of the area, you know.
Right.
Big fuel tank as well.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it's all very well, as I say, it's all as it came out of the factory. They're like still the same engine, gearbox, forks, everything, you know.
Yeah.
Lamp. Just been painted, of course, but otherwise it's all clean.
Well, you
yeah.
do well to find these things.
Yeah, well, it was advertised in the Vintage Club magazine
Yeah.
back, as I say, back in the day, and I was the first to phone up. There were several after me. They were quite a popular bike, you know, to buy.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was.
Well, it's quite rare now, surely.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
rare, I would say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anything that's old, getting a bit rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, but-
I like me.
Me. Yeah, they're well, there's plenty of them around, but they're all in collections and in bloody
Yeah.
in garages. They don't
No,
get
it's
used as
nice
much
to
as what
see
they should
one
do, you know,
out on the road and doing it. So you've
Yeah.
been out today on this one, haven't
Yeah,
you?
I've been out and yesterday.
How many miles you covered today on this?
140 yesterday.
140
Aye,
yesterday.
I'm not sure today. The mileometer's not working properly.
All right.
I reckon we're probably 80 about because we were late starting off with it being
Yeah, with
in
rain,
the
yeah,
morning, we
yeah,
weren't bothered.
yeah. Aye, it
And
caught
then when
me.
it got better, we said, well, we'll do it. You know, we're here for a week, you see, to do
Yeah,
runs out
lovely.
every day.
Yeah, so how old's this one then? What is it?
It's a 1926 Route 500.
Sorry? 1926?
1926 Route 500.
Yeah.
4-valve head. 4-speed gearbox. Hand change. Linked brakes. When you put the back brake on, it puts the front one on as well.
Yeah.
And as you can see, it's
And it's-
unrestored in its original condition.
In its original.
Which
Yeah.
there aren't many left.
No. Does it actually run?
Yeah, we did about, 140, 150 miles yesterday.
Oh, man, that is unbelievable. I wouldn't have
Doesn't
thought
have a
that.
twist grip, it has a lever for the throttle. So I've got sorted
Yeah.
this morning. And that's
Wow,
the,
were you-
that's your brakes.
Unbelievable. It's no different to a pedal bike, is it?
No, not a lot.
Blimey. Lovely.
one?
Yeah, this one, the Triumph, yeah.
Yeah.
Triumph.
1966.
1966.
Triumph T120 650.
Right.
TT, which was exported to America. They weren't sold in this country.
Ah, right.
Just for flat tracking, doing the big oval races.
Yeah.
Hence it's only got a very small front brake because they didn't use brakes. They just,
No, we're still on the old drum.
that's how it came out of the factory. No silencers, no lights, big carburetors, high compression
Ah, right.
pistons.
What a fantastic condition
Steve
it's in.
McQueen machine.
It is naff, isn't it? That is absolutely. Yeah, that is beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
This one's a 1961 Triumph 3TA, or 21. They call them, because for some reason they have two names, 3TA or a 21.
Yeah.
It's a little 350 twin. Also they used to call them the bathtub, for obvious reasons.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or bathtub Triumph.
And sorry, how old is this one?
1961.
1961. That one.
Year older than me.
Well, I'm 1960, so.
Year older than you.
Right.
You're younger than you.
Yeah, yeah. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, thank you very much. That's been great.
This
Up
is
again.
a 1935 Velocet MSS 500. It wasn't really built as a race bike, but the guy I bought it off did classic racing in the 60s and 70s on it. He
Right.
was a school teacher, lived in Northampton, used it for work every day, and then on a weekend he'd ride it to Cadwell and Mallory and all race it, and then ride it home again, and then back to work again on Monday morning. You look at the number plates on. He's got his number plate on the inside there.
All right, to switch
And
round.
just turn it round. On
Yeah,
the
I'll just
back to work.
I'll just try.
But it's a lovely old thing.
Yeah.
It goes really well. For 1930s, it's remarkably fast. Having said that, that rudge in there will do 80 mile an hour,
Yeah,
which is a bit worrying.
we don't. How did we ever lose a motorcycle industry to the
Yeah, we just
to the Japanese? I just
bit
don't know.
complacent.
They don't make anything like that, do they?
Well, we do now. We make Triumphs. And
Yeah. What a shame. Yeah, I just spotted this one, nice little Royal Enfield here. No doubt some of you motorcycle lads will know a lot more about this than what I do. But again, beautiful machines. Another Royal Enfield, quite an old one. I'd like to know a bit about this one. There's nobody out to ask at the minute. But that's some vintage machine. Beautiful. Well, that's it for tonight then, brethren. Hope you enjoyed your motorbikes. I'll try and get a few more for you tomorrow. Tomorrow we've got to be on the go. We're heading for Sea Houses, one of my favourite places in the world. And see how you like it. We hopefully will get some seals, some seabirds, some, I don't know, we might get a boat trip. We'll have to see. But yeah, it's back to the coast. Probably a bit more wild camping in the dunes, so there's probably going to be last decent night's sleep where I'm going to get flat ground for a while. No sign of any hotels yet for some time, I don't think, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, see you in the morning.